morning, believers. Welcome to my channel, Word of Truth with JD Naja. Coffee in a pink cup with JD Naja. Bible study with JD Naja. Today I'm going to go into man, you know, the one thing about actually studying the Bible and not just quacking your lips, and there's more here than meets the eye. And that's what makes it so hard to study and hard to learn and hard to teach. Because if you're not really interested in what the Bible means for real, if you have all these preconceived ideas that it's got to be this because that's who I am, or it's got to be that because that's who they are, you're basically missing the whole point of what the Bible's trying to tell you. And religion has become quite an enemy of spirituality, obvious by the fact that someone who is out here actually teaching the Bible in depth. I'm not here to say this, that, or the other because I believe it, you got to believe it. I'm saying the Bible's pointing me in directions and it's interesting to go places in the Bible. It's like a travel log. You're going new places. You're finding out new things. And as you go, like they say, it's a path. It's a journey. It's a walk with the Lord. And I've been doing this now for over a year and a half, almost 2 years, probably. I don't know. 700 videos. And I have 45 subscribers. And I'm not as sick as I was over that. I used to get really sick over that, like, this is too much. But what I'm learning is I have to continue doing what I'm doing. That's my job. I'm building the wall. And I was going to go into Zechariah and the flying roll and the shit that I could get really like wound up about and say, when you see it, you'll see it, and it's not going to be pretty. But maybe I'll go into that another time when I'm more angry and pissed off. Are they shadow banning me? How can I only have, am I that bad? Am I that hard to understand? Am I that ridiculously ugly? Is my voice fucked up? Is my phone messed up? Does the sound irritate you? Is it because I'm in my truck? Is it because I'm at the beach? Or is it because I'm telling you the truth and people don't want to hear the truth? They're like, maybe I can get into the truth a little later. Right now I got things to do. Right on. So what happened is I keep coming back to this, the 4 crowns of the high priest. And why that is because these gentlemen, Heldai, Tobiah, and Jedediah, and Josiah, Han, the son of Zephaniah, for the ones that returned from Babylonian captivity. And see, maybe people don't follow because they're like, Babylonian captivity, what was that? And if you don't have any beginning knowledge of how the story goes, it doesn't make sense. And I don't have time to explain everything, or I would be here for days and days just trying to jump off. But the fact that no one is where I'm at, very few people can even, they don't want to follow, they don't want to know about it, because and even if they did, it's too hard to follow. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing, and either you're with me or you're not. And I haven't been able to gain any new listeners because I keep moving ahead. I can't just keep going back and babying people. So anyway, I'm just gonna go into it. Maybe someone will understand. So I was back here when they were rebuilding the wall, when Nehemiah originally asked Artaxerxes, I'm very sad. I need to go back to my land, and I need to rebuild the walls. In other words, he was saying, I need to get back to the Lord. I need to get back to my heritage. I need to get back to the beauty of who I really am. And so when you think about building the temple, this is a metaphor not only for you yourself. You're rebuilding your own temple. When you look into these things and you're looking for your name should be written in the book. It should be written in you should be named in this book over and over again. You should be able to find yourself somewhere in this book. People are like, what? What are you talking about? If you don't understand regeneration, that you come back over and over again, that you are these spirits, you're just not going to be anyone popular in the kingdom. You're just not going to have it. And see, what I have to do at this point is realize all this pain, this burden that I go through to know these things, that's okay. Because I'm going to be blessed in the end. And that's the saddest part for me, is that on this side, it's going to get more and more of a difference between me and these. And I'm feeling it more and more. It's like, oh my God, is this really? So I'm going to talk a little bit about gang stalking real quick. Some of you know what I'm talking about, gang stalking. Some people make their whole channel on gang stalking. That's their whole theme, because people love to feel victimized, right? So gang stalking is when spiritual entities are working through people to block your progress. So whether it be like I was mowing lawns downtown, and of course a lot of that blockage was just normal dumbasses getting in the way, but it started to go beyond that, where people would come up in their car when I'm working and pull just past where I'm at and stop, get my attention, because they're stopped right in front of my truck. And so I'd stop and I'd look at them, and they would stay there, and I'm not moving, because I'm like, what are these people doing? And then after a fucking very uncomfortable little bit of time, they would drive off. And this happened for a while there. It was happening every other week or something like that, and it was becoming really strange. So that's one of the examples of my gang stalking. It was like, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense. And that's what the gang stalkers do. They're either real people sent out to do these things, and this sounds crazy, They're getting gift cards. They're getting this or that. They're on the phone. That's like, this is where he's at. You'll be downloaded. Your car will be tracked in their phone somehow. And these people will just come around you and do weird things, say weird things, yell out the window. But anyhow, so when I hit the road and I wasn't in town, I didn't have a lot of that because I was too mobile. Everyone else was locked down. I was mobile. But now that I'm locked down and everyone else is mobile, and I've been listening to Judah J Talks. If you want to listen to a channel that has some crazy gang stalking realities going on, he's fun as hell. He has a bunch of listeners. He's nowhere near the Bible scholar I am, but he has a bunch of listeners because people love that shit. But anyway, the gang stalking for me all of a sudden is picking up again. It's like, just this morning, I'm going to pull into to get my coffee, and some lady this happens to me a lot. People, I don't know if people are just stupid, they're actually blocking me, what's going on here, but this lady is in the middle of the driveway. Not sort of in the middle, not a little in the middle, I mean, in the middle. And I'm sitting there thinking about making my turn, and I'm like, I don't trust this person. Besides the fact that I'm going to yell at this person if I pull in. I'm going to yell at this person. What the fuck are you? So I just sat still, and someone else went to turn in and made her get out of my way. But if any of you have gang stalking, God bless you. I'm sorry. The Lord is just making you realize that these people are coming against you. That being said, I'm going to go into the lesson. And it came to pass, this is Nehemiah 2. I keep coming back to this because this is my heritage. And people, GMS, oh, we're the Israelites. We're the, say, fuck, I could give a fuck, dude. Say what you want until you start telling me exactly who you are. Not some fake Paleo-Hebrew name that you made up. That you put together through Yiddish and regular Hebrew, and you're whacked out of your mind, and you're doing this crazy stuff saying you're this, you're that. Until you start telling me exactly who you are and what you think you're doing here, you're just quacking. So sick of your quacking. All you talk about is negative stuff, GMS. Oh, this is going on in Sri Lanka. This is going on. People love it. People must love it. They love to hear fucking the world's ending, blah, 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 blah. It's great. The world's ending. No, it's not great for you people. And a lot of these people that are listening are like, I'm going to be saved out of it. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're in the wrong place. You should be over here thinking about these things that I'm telling you instead of believing all kinds of pumped up nonsense. If you see a channel that has more than 2,000 subscribers, they're probably some kind of plant. Because I've been doing this, and I'm not retarded. I know I'm not retarded, and I know I'm saying things that matter if you like the Bible. So why do I only have 45 subscribers and no one's here? Because I'm not talking a bunch of silly nonsense that gets people drawn in. So anyway, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to get mad about it. I'm just going to teach lessons and do what the Lord told me to do, and either you're going to get it or you're not. But if you're here listening for the first time, second time, third time, tell people about the channel. If you want to really check something out, let's see, just subscribe. You don't have to come back and listen to me. That's up to you. Just subscribe, push the subscribe button, and of course you'll see the notification every day because I do a message every day. That's what a dedicated Bible teacher does. They don't just wait till Sunday. But anyhow, and then we'll see if we can get it up to maybe 50, or I mean, that's only 6 or 7 subscribers. 100. If we break 100, maybe the algorithm will kick in and people will find me, because they'll be like, whoa, this guy's really teaching something. He knows his Bible. Or not. So now that that's all done and I've got my little crybaby wah out of the way, this is interesting. This goes into Tobijah. When I talk about the 4 crowns of the high priest, the crown shall be for endurance, availability, insight, and grace. Grace is the son of Zephaniah. Heldai is the endurance. Tobijah is the availment. And Jediah is the insight. So this is like deep commentary. And so Tobijah, I opened to Nehemiah today because the Lord just really has me on this rebuilding the temple trip. Why is that? So I mean, do I have to explain? See, if I don't explain this, and there's like rebuilding the temple. Yeah, Nehemiah, Ezra, yeah, I kind of remember that. We're rebuilding the temple as we speak, people. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting the blocks together. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much it sounds silly, I'm actually doing these things in real time. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 12th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him. And I took up the wine, this is Nehemiah, and gave it unto the king. Nehemiah chapter 2. What's wine? That's what I'm giving you right now. It's the word. It's the oil. It's the word of truth, which aid Elijah. Drink your wine and listen. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence, because the wine had come onto him, the spirit had come onto him. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is your countenance sad? Why are you sick? Because we have to go back and build the temple, and I feel sick because it's going to be a lot of work and no one's going to help, and I'm not going to have any subscribers, and no one's going to listen, and no one's going to give me any endurance. Everyone's going to just gang stalk me and shadow ban me, right? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Sorrow, sadness. Then I was very sore afraid, and said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lie waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. What did Artaxerxes say? Why are you sad? What do you need? And so when he thought about it, he had to pray, because here come these fucking guys with the blowers. Maybe I'll get to where I need to be, and then I'll come back and we'll do the lesson, because this isn't going to last long. What do I got? 19. This is what I mean by gang stalking. There's no peace anywhere. There's no peace anywhere when you're building this temple. when they were building it, they had to have a sword in one hand and a hammer in the other hand, because people were coming against them. And this Tobijah of the Four Crowns, it's interesting because he stood with the heathens. I'm just going to pull out of here real quick. I'll be back. Fucking A. Slakia.